This program is supported by Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire since 1997, with roots going back much further as the country press, AccuMail, and the home of the Kearsarge shopper. Echo Communications.
Welcome back to Yankee Chronicle. I'm your host, Abby Peel, coming to you from New London Hospital. And I'm now joined by Tom Manion, who is the president and CEO here. Hi, Tom.
Hi, how are you?
What a great hospital days we just had back after a little hiatus. And thank you for hosting, as always.
Absolutely. No, it's my first one. I'm super excited to finally be able to get back to some semblance of normalcy.
Yes.
So we had a really good time and want to thank everyone for helping out.
So fun. So let's get into a new addition to New London Hospital that I think is really fantastic. And before we started, you said how successful it has been in just a couple of months. But it's the new Express Care, part of New London Hospital, a 7-day-a-week Express Care. And tell us about what that's meant to New London Hospital.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, it's helped us really improve our access. So when we were going to open this Express Care, which is technically it's a Type B ER, but that aside, what it really meant was, how are we going to be able to serve our community for that 7-day-a-week purpose, right? Mm-hmm. So we have a lot of folks who live here year-round. We have college students. We have people who are here for part of the year, whether it's to just come up and ski or be here in the summer for, being those who have homes on the lake.
Right.
We have a lot of people who could use a service like this, mm-hmm. Who maybe don't have regular care with their primary care. But then there are also those who, it's Saturday at 4 o'clock,
right,
and you cut yourself,
right,
or you have a tick, or you have a sinus infection. To be able to go in and see someone, and so far the wait times have been extraordinarily minimal,
which is amazing.
It's been really terrific. We've had one weekend where we had over 100 people come through in one weekend.
Wow.
And we've been able to care for people. I've gone around to talk to folks at our local Episcopal churches, our some small groups that get together regularly of retired folks, and then we have our own patient family and advisory council, and every single person is raving about the service.
It really is
here.
Yeah.
And one individual said this is the best thing we've done for New London Hospital in years, which is great.
I agree. Talk about the difference between someone who is needing Express Care versus someone that's like, you need to go right to the ER, because that was a big purpose, was to diminish some of the wait time at the ER. So there are people that you should still go to the ER.
Sure. Yeah. So the thought is, you can come to Express Care. The Express Care is going to be at a lower charge, much lower charge than our ER.
Yep.
So we typically try to make it so it's roughly 45 to 55% less in terms of the charges. It depends on the situation,
sure,
the case. But we'll see anything.
Yep.
So it qualifies still as an ER, and we'll be able to do anything there. But if we realize, this person has a really, really concerning symptom, like maybe there's a heart attack going on, or a stroke, or something else, what we do, we have protocols, because this is all within the hospital.
Right.
We can stabilize and screen and stabilize that person and get them right over to our main ER for that higher level issue. So our main ER is going to be able to see, the purpose is how can we keep the right acuity in the right place, but we will see anything anywhere.
Right.
But we may have to move you if it's a bigger issue to that level, higher level of care. You only get one charge. There is not multiple charges.
Oh, that's good to know.
So you will not have multiple bills. And if there is an issue, contact us. We'll help you resolve it.
Sure.
But, for the most part, we've only had to do that. I think it's like 4% of the cases that have come through our Express Care have been transferred to our
Interesting. But it's important to know, if you do have chest pain, a bone sticking out, don't just think that, I really should go to Express Care. Go to the ER, because it's still available.
Right.
But Express Care is a great other option if you're having some, sinus pressure on a Saturday night.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I think is a huge benefit. So if you went to a solo urgent care center, which is different, if you had that bigger issue, they would have to call 911, get an ambulance to come get you, pick you up, and bring you to the ER.
Now you have 3 charges.
Well, yeah, and I won't get into that. But I will say, instead of putting you on a bed that we already have and getting you into the ER within less than a couple minutes.
Right.
You know, it's literally just down the hallway.
Amazing. Talk about if someone is interested in learning more about Express Care. I know there's some information on your website, but it's still part of the hospital. You pull in just behind the hospital. I think that's important that there are signs and people can see it, but it's important that people know that you're not going to a separate building. It is part of this hospital.
Absolutely. It is a part of New London Hospital. Yeah, so if you're on County Road, you go past our main entrance toward the back. We have a nice big sign that says Express Care. You pull in, we have dedicated spaces for you there.
Amazing.
Monday through Friday, we're open 9 to 7. On Saturdays, it's 9 to 5, and on Sundays, 9 to 3. The idea for those hours is try to mimic the pharmacies that are local, so that if you do have a sinus infection, you get a prescription. I'm not a clinician. Let's say for a Z-Pak, whatever they might write you. You can go over with your script and get that filled. And so you have everything that same day. I will say it's really, really important for me to call out that we have excellent clinicians in this group. I know you know one of them.
I do. Personal relationship, yes.
So Nikki, of course, being one of our newer hires who's amazing. And then I have to call out Tom Beauregard, who's the clinical director there. Tom and I worked together at our prior organization, and he did this with me there at this organization in Vermont, and has come here with me to help do it here, and has just done an amazing job.
Wow.
So he's presenting, I think, to some of our local organizations like the VNA, or has already presented to them, and is going around trying to tell people all about what we can do for people here.
And I think that the town has just adapted like it's always been here. It's only been a couple of months since it's been open, but I can't tell you how many people there. Oh yeah, I went to Express Care. I saw Nikki, who's my sister-in-law, and it's like we never lived without it. So it's kudos to you and to Tom for putting this together, because I think it was definitely a necessary addition to our town.
Thank you,
Tom. Thank you so much for hosting us, and a wonderful Hospital Days parade as we and Hospital Day. I focus on the parade, obviously, but wonderful Hospital Days weekend, and thank you so much for hosting us.
Absolutely, thank you.
With all the uncertainty in healthcare, it sure is nice to have our own community hospital to serve us, and strategically part of one of the best healthcare systems in the country.